Okay, children, now we are going to start the ninth question of the 2023 paper. Uh, an organic compound contains 24.2 of carbon and 4.02 of hydrogen, 4.02 of hydrogen, and it says 71.8% of chlorine by mass. So they ask what is the empirical formula of the compound. That's very simple question. That's easy, very easy one. They have given the mass of carbon. Carbon is mass of the carbon is given 24.2, and they have given the mass of hydrogen 4.0, and they have given the mass of chlorine, that is 71.8. And then now we don't like the masses, we want moles in chemistry. So I want to find the carbon moles, 24.2 divided by 2, hydrogen moles 4 divided by 1, and chlorine moles 71.8 divided by 35.5. And then here it goes 2.016, and here it is exactly 4.0, and here it is 2.02. So you know that 2.016 we can take it as a 2, and 4.0 we can take it as 4, and 2.02 we can take as 2.02. It's 2.0, and then we take the smallest value from all these things and divide everything by the smallest value. So this divide by 2, it is 1, and 4.0 divided by 2, it is 2, and then 2.0 divided by 2, it is 1. So the empirical formula is 1 carbon and 2 hydrogen and 1 chlorine, CH2Cl is the empirical formula. So the answer is the B, that is what then, CH2Cl. That's very easy one, right? So that is easy calculation. Anybody can do that. That might be the easiest question here, right? Okay, I got the next one. The question number 10. Solution containing the smallest number of ions. They ask the solution containing the smallest number of ions. So then how do we find that the solution contains the smallest number of ions here? Alright, so you need to know that what are the things given, right? You need to know that what are the things given. They ask the smallest number of ions. The formula that it shows the smallest number of ion uh, is the thing that they ask. So now when we concern A, it is 500 is the volume and the concentration is 0.06. And the calcium nitrate, there are 2 nitrate ions and 1 calcium ion, so there are totally 3 ions in a 1 mole. And here 500 is the volume, concentration is 0.09, and here how many ions? 2 ions together made by 1 molecule makes 2 ion. And then 250 is the volume, concentration is this much, and barium chloride, 2 chlorine and 1 barium, so there are totally 3 ions. And there are 2 ammonium and 1 sulfate, so here also there are totally 3 ions. And then we go one by one. So for the A, we always use this equation. C is equal N over V. So we want to find the moles. That means N should be subjected. N is equal, we bring this side, so N is equal CV. So we got our first one, that is about the calcium nitrate. The first one is about the calcium nitrate. Concentration 0.06, volume is 500. So now look at here, how many ions are there? How many ions are there in that calcium nitrate one? Calcium nitrate concentration is 0.06, volume is 500. 500 is cubic centimeters, wants to convert to cubic decimeters, so divide by 1000. And in the calcium nitrate, 1 calcium ion and 3 nitrate ions. So then anyhow, this is the number of moles, should be multiplied by the Avogadro to get the number of molecules. This is the number of moles. This is the number of moles, right? Sorry, this is the number of moles, should be multiplied by the Avogadro to get the moles. Avogadro number we represent as L. L is Avogadro number. So then this kind of moles there, when multiplied by the Avogadro, that is L, it is the number of molecules. One molecule has 3 ions, So total number of ions, that should be multiplied by 3. So that number you can calculate it, right? The next one is the second one is the potassium iodide. The second one is potassium iodide solution, volume 500, concentration is 0.09. So we apply C is equal N is equal CV equation for that. So then C is the concentration 0.09, volume is 500, should be divided by 1000. Then this is the number of moles. Actually this is the number of moles. To convert that into molecules, we multiply by the L, so that is the number of molecules. To convert into ions, we know there are two ions, potassium ion and iodide ion, so two ions there, so multiply by 2. And then I got the barium chloride. So barium chloride concentration is 0.12, volume is 250 in cubic centimeters. To convert to cubic decimeters, divide by 1000, and Avogadro to convert into moles. To convert into molecules, there are 3 ions, that's why multiply by 3. The same logic is applied. N is equal Cv for this ammonium sulfate. Ammonium sulfate concentration is 0.09, I guess, that is 0.09. So it is concentration is 0.09 multiplied by 250 divided by 1000, and Avogadro should be multiplied by 3, because in this ammonium sulfate 2 ammonium ion and 1 sulfate ion. So finally, if you solve this problem, you will see uh, that the answer is D. D, get the lowest number. The calculator very simply gives the answer to you. Then I go to the next one, children. That is the 11th question. A piece of litmus paper is soaked in water and attached to the what we call microscope slide. A few crystals of green copper to chromate 6 are placed in the center of the filter paper. The filter paper is connected to the DC supply of 220 volts. What color can be observed on the page after the few minutes? Now look at here. According to this question, that it contains copper to chromate, copper in aqueous ions, the aqueous copper ions, copper 2 ions in aqueous solution, it makes the blue color solution. Copper 2 ion makes the blue color, chromate 6 ions makes the yellow color. Okay, copper 2 is Cu2 plus, chromate 6 is CrO4 2 minus sign. So if there is a drop of that copper to chromate, if there's a drop of copper to chromate in the middle, that this drop has Cu2 plus ions, and this drop has what? Chromate 6 ion. What is chromate 6 ion is? Chromate 6 ion is CrO4 2 minus ion. Cu2 plus is positive one. CrO4 2 minus is negative one. The negative one should attract to the positive thing, right? And then negative one should attract to the positive thing, right? And the positive one should attract to the negative one. So which ions comes to the negative electrode? Negative ions comes to the negative electrode. Sorry, positive ion comes to the negative electrode. What is positive? Cu2 plus is positive. It should come to the negative one. So Cu2 plus comes to this side. What is the color of Cu2 plus? Blue. So this side should be blue. The answer should be this, so this. And then this one, negative ion, goes to the positive electrode. So this is negative, it goes to the positive electrode. So this one goes this side. So this side should be yellow. So then this side should be yellow and this side should be blue. Then the answer is D. That's very simple. The answer is D. So I guess you understood it.